In the beginning, God. This is the story of God. It's a story God has chosen to share with us, a story full of hope and of helplessness, full of generosity and greed, of judgment and of joy, of grace and of God. Not of an impersonal, unknowable God hidden away in his heavens, hiding from humanity. A God who's chosen to speak that we might know. It's a story that, as we'll see running through these videos, is full of drama and excitement, richer and deeper than any other, painted more vividly and lived more vibrantly than any narrative you've ever known, full of poem and parable, letter and law, opinion and oracle, full of truth, because it's the story of God. Not just the story God shares, it's the story about God too. So often we pick up the Bible, don't we, and put ourselves at the centre. What does this have to say about me? Where's a verse which helps me in this, my current situation? But that's not how it works, because this is the story of God. Now sure, along the way we learn so much, everything we need in fact, about ourselves, about who we are, about why we're here, about how we're supposed to live. But we don't learn that by itself. We learn this, and we learn everything as we and all things stand in relation to God. We can't read scripture and think of ourselves as anything other than people made by God. We can't judge ourselves except by the sketches of God's designs. We can't know our purpose apart from God's activity, except for the light of his goodness and mercy and love, his health, his strength and salvation, his grace, compassion and peace, his holiness, his might, his majesty. By the light of what God has chosen to speak, to record and offer to us. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth. So here's where it all begins.